Hello, welcome back to my channel. This is the tutorial I will be making today. It is the braided hat that is not shared in two. It has no line in the middle. When I made this video, I promised that I was going to make a detailed video of how to braid a hat. Also, I parted this hat a different way from the way I usually make hat design. So you're going to stand behind, just at the side, and make the number 3. And then you turn around and shape the heart perfectly. Again, stand just behind the person's head. If your heart is coming to the side, then make the number 3. Then you turn around to the side and perfect your heart shape just like this. Previously, all the times I have made heart tutorials, I start with a straight line and then like the letter T, because I have a line running down the middle. You know, that other way of making a heart, that's for like an absolute beginner. If you can pull this one off, it's faster. And at this point, with the number of heart braids I have made, I think it is okay to advance into this stage. So you have to take your time and make the shape of the heart. Now on this other angle, you use the person's baby hair to complete the shape of the heart here, but for some reason this mannequin has more edges than she has in the center of her head, so I just put that away in a tiny bun and continued the hairstyle. For a normal person, you would not see someone who has a thicker edges than her head, so I part the line. You remember how we have our 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock arm in the other heart braids? We are going to make the 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock arms on each side of the heart again. So I have done it on the left hand side, putting it away. Now I will make the same line on the right hand side. Try to make sure that the lines start at the same point in the middle, so that it's going to make the heart look crisp, make looks crisp, whatever, look really neat and put together. So I try to make sure my line is perfect before I proceed. When you're done with this, we are going to section off the tippy, those V points in the beginning of these 2 sections I am holding. We are going to cut them off just like this, and it ends exactly where the heart starts to divide into the left and the right hand side. So I have joined those 2 V's together. The beginning points, you see these 2 halves, I am going to braid them into one. This is what covers the line that runs down the center of the heart. And remember, it shears and separates, or it ends where the heart separates. So now we are going to braid it from this point up to where the heart separates. So just join them together, braid them. Try to start from the pointy end so that the heart tapers nicely upwards, because it looks better. So when I braid this all the way to where the line stopped, and this is where the heart shears into 2. Remember, we are making cornrow, right? And we have 3 strands. Now I am going to proceed with 2 strands on one side and then 1 strand on the other side. I used 2 strands on this side that goes towards the face, because usually our hair is thinner on that side, so any extra bulk of hair should go towards the edges, because most people's edges are not as full as the inner part of the hair. But my mannequin is a reverse, and you're going to see the hair will be slightly thicker on this side than on the right hand side, just because my mannequin has thicker edges. So if it's on a human being, please still use the section that has 2 braids, like the 2 of the 3 strands. 2 of the 3 legs should go towards the face. It's going to help the braid it will just balance it out to make up for any thinning or just lack of fullness that the edges will have. Remember, you have already used your baby hair to section off this slanty part, the part I turned into a bun. So you can either incorporate that, but the hair is usually not full enough for you to actually create a bun there. So Now this is done, we are going to do the other side. I use that um one part of the braid that I left off. I'm going to part it, share it into two, and then start braiding using the hair as the third leg. You see, just like that, very easy. The transitioning is smooth. So we just move. You can already tell that the hair is slightly thinner. First, because I gave it one ratio when I gave the other part two ratio. I don't know if you can like share, make it one and a half, right? And it won't mess with the braid. I don't know, you could try that and see, especially if your client just has, or if the person you're braiding has regular full hair all over, then you can try sharing it one and a half. I don't know, it's not that serious. So I just added the hair and braided it down. So I tried another design where I added an extra design to the heart. That tutorial is going to be up sometime very soon after this one, but I am just going to proceed to add beads for people who if you're interested in seeing that. I'm just going to add bead at the tail of the braid. You can see how I am like incorporating the other tail. At this point, you're going to join them together. If you do not want to join this together, let's say you're making like a hair, you want it to be beaded and you don't mind it being two, you can complete the one on the left hand side. Then when you get to the right hand side, you complete it also. You use a needle and thread to tack it together to seal the bottom of the heart to make it joined, or you braid one part over the second one, anything like that. It depends on what you want. If you just want one dangling tail of braid, then you can join it together the way I did. To add the beads, I just added my beads to my latch hook, hooked onto the hair, closed the latch and pulled it through. Then I felt like I needed more beads. Yeah, I just needed more sparkles, so I added more. When you're done adding your beads, you're going to bend the hair over the last bead and use a tiny rubber band to secure it. After securing it, you use your finger to like press on the, you know, the bulk that the rubber band creates, right? Use your hand to like make it lie down, make it thinner, blend it in so that the bead above your rubber band can slide over the rubber band. But if everything is too tight, don't disturb yourself. It makes it look better and the bead covers the rubber band instead of, it makes it look better. So you can do that. Thank you for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video. It really helps my channel to grow. Share with someone.